Okay, what if you could actually build an income stream that works for you while you sleep? We're about to break down the exact AI-powered systems one creator is using to do just that. And look, this isn't theory, this is a real-world look at the methods generating thousands of dollars completely passively. So let's just get right into it.
$2,152. That's not a weekly salary. It's not a project fee. That's how much money popped into this person's account passively in a single day. The immediate question is, how on earth is that even possible?
And this quote right here, it just perfectly captures the whole goal. It's not about working harder, right? It's about building these little automated engines that just generate income for you 24/7, whether you're at your desk or, literally fast asleep.
Now, the creator behind this is super clear on one thing. There's a real sense of urgency here. The window of opportunity with AI is happening right now. So we're going to forget the high-level theoretical lectures. This is about handing you the fishing rod, the actual practical tools and workflows so you can see exactly how this stuff is done.
So here's the game plan. We'll start with the origin story, where this all came from. Then we're diving into 4 completely distinct AI hustles. Everything from sleep stream revenue to something called the illegal jewelry hack. And then we'll wrap it all up with the one currency that, honestly, is more important than all the rest. Let's do this. Every story has a starting point, right? And this one begins with cooking pasta for $7 an hour. This wasn't someone who came from a tech background or had a bunch of family money. The creator literally describes being desperate, skeptical, and flat broke. And honestly, that starting point just makes this whole AI-driven journey we're about to unpack even more incredible.
All right, first up is a hustle that sounds almost too simple to actually work. Creating these AI-generated sleep stream videos for YouTube. You know what I'm talking about. Those beautiful looping videos of a rainy window or a peaceful winter scene that people just put on for hours and hours for ambience.
So the magic here is how simple the tech is versus how huge the potential is. All you need is an AI art generator. This person uses one called Nano Banana for the visuals, and then an AI tool for some ambient sound. With that, creators are pulling in millions of views. And on YouTube, that kind of viewership can easily turn into $7,000 a month just from ad revenue.
And the actual workflow? It's incredibly lean. The AI does all the heavy lifting creating the art. You just add some background ambience, loop the file for a few hours to make it a long video, and upload it. The entire process for creating what could be a super high-earning asset can take you less than an hour. It's wild.
And this is exactly why this model is so powerful. You're creating a digital asset. You do the work one time, but that single video can sit there and collect views and generate revenue for years to come. I mean, that's the literal definition of a system that works for you.
Okay, next up, we have a method that builds on this idea, and it's got a great name: the illegal jewelry hack. Now don't worry, it's not actually illegal. The name comes from the fact that it feels like you found a cheat code for breaking into a traditional physical product business.
The creator literally puts it like this. Wait, this is where it feels illegal. And that feeling, it comes from a technique that completely sidesteps all the biggest headaches of this kind of business, making the whole thing feel almost too easy.
I mean, just think about the old way of selling engraved jewelry. You'd need a super expensive laser, a bunch of physical inventory, and real technical skills. This new method, it automates everything. Instead of a workshop, you use a custom app and a print-on-demand service. All the hard parts are just gone.
And the result of all this automation? An average profit of $12.50 per sale. And since the AI can turn a customer's photo into a ready-to-engrave file in just a few seconds, each order takes just minutes to process. It's the ultimate high-margin, low-effort model.
So if these methods are so straightforward, what's the catch, right? Why isn't everyone who tries this successful? Well, the person behind this points to one single critical mistake that most people make. Success isn't about having 1 or 2 clever ideas. It's about scale. Most people just give up way too early. The real money comes from using data to find what actually works and then scaling it up like crazy, a concept the creator calls product hacking. And that brings us to our next hustle.
So this next hustle takes that idea of scale and applies it to the massive print-on-demand market. But this is not about guessing which t-shirt designs are going to sell. No. This is about using AI to make smart, data-driven decisions.
The workflow here is honestly fascinating. First, you use an AI like Claude to just chew through marketplace data, sales numbers, reviews, trends, to find the outliers. You know, those rare designs that sell something like 30 times better than average. Then, using design tools and a custom AI script, you can generate hundreds of variations on that winning theme. It just dramatically increases your odds of creating another bestseller.
And this brings us right back to that core idea. Each t-shirt isn't just a product. It's like a tiny piece of digital real estate. And when you own hundreds of them, they can combine to generate a serious location-independent income.
Okay, our final hustle is, believe it or not, the most profitable one of them all. It's called the boring one because it doesn't have the flair of art or design. But I promise you, the numbers are anything but boring. We are talking about spreadsheets. Yep, that number is correct. Nearly $19,500. That is the income from a single month from a single listing for a budgeting spreadsheet. It turns out that people will happily pay for a tool that solves a really complex problem and saves them a ton of time and stress, especially when it comes to their finances.
So what makes this model so powerful? The benefits are they're almost unbelievable. You're looking at a 95% profit margin. It costs $0 to deliver. There's no shipping and no product returns. The spreadsheet itself can be built by an AI and then delivered automatically. I mean, from a business standpoint, it's pretty much as perfect as it gets.
So we've just seen 4 incredible ways to generate income. But the source material makes a really powerful point. The money isn't the real goal. All this work, it's aimed at getting something far more valuable.
The core philosophy behind everything is called BBYT, buying back your time. And the idea is that every digital asset you create, every video, every listing, every spreadsheet, it isn't just an income source. It's a tool that is designed for one single purpose, to reclaim your time and to build your freedom.
I think this quote just says it perfectly. Every listing is a brick in your wall of freedom. It completely reframes the whole process, doesn't it? You're not just selling products, you are systematically building a foundation for your own freedom, one little digital asset at a time.
And so that's where we'll end. The journey we just looked at started with a $7 an hour job and basically 0 advantages. You, on the other hand, are starting today with access to these incredibly powerful AI tools. So the only question left to ask is, what wall will you build?